Раз, два, три. Добрый вечер всем в этом чате. Давно не виделись. Относительно. Ну ладно, всех с первым днем весны. Меня 30 заставил. Это не моя инициатива. Я ни в чем не виноват. Запомните это. Я не договаривался. Я вообще сказал, что не хочу ничего этого делать. И вся эта весна говно. Вот. Ладно, я так не говорил. Я, конечно, не помню, как играть. Сейчас разберемся, короче, как обычно. Да нисколько не заготовим. В холодильнике осталось 2 или 3 штуки. Вот. Должно хватить на сегодня. Взорвите дозорного сторонников Ранрока с использованием заклинания бомбарда, пока он заряжает свою магию. Пробейте щитовые чары с использованием броска древней магии. Никого здесь нет. Короче, когда у тебя раскладка русская поставлена, он на хоткей не реагирует. На тильду. И это привело к тому, что я использовал инсендио, когда делать этого не хотел. Я вообще 33 необучаемый. Ты что, первый раз? Да похуй, погнали так, короче. Чё я выёбываюсь? Ой. А? Ты чё, охренел? Понял. Это не то. Хватит меня пиздить. Я еще хуже нажимаю на кнопки теперь, потому что большой перерыв был. Вообще не помню, где у меня что, типа. Желтых. Флипендо на двойке, блять. Короче, это какой-то пиздец. Надо привыкать заново придется. Ничего страшного. Вообще в игре мы, как выяснили, есть арены, которые было бы здорово вне стрима подрочить. Нормально. С эффектами. А зачем 33? А надо? Ты будешь донатить? Но в таком случае ты будешь один донатить, я тебя предупреждаю сразу. Будешь в одиночестве. Хорош! Хватит меня душить! Блять! Как это произошло? А? Фу. Странно, он умер. Ну вот, полные слоты. Отмывать от чего? Бензин. От процентов? Нет, конечно. 33. Пиздец, я даже кнопку забыл, на которой Ревелио висит. Я правильно сделал? Читай, ну ладно. И что тут у нас? Еще один. Еще одна. Как эта штука называется, кто знает? Бля, на нее даже забраться нельзя, когда она не двигается. Ми.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lord Gok what we found.
Какие-то магловские технологии. Так, а выход здесь поближе не будет. Так. Я нажал. Вот это выход наш. Поэтому он не работал до этого. Ну, как-то топорно немножко, конечно.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Блядь, даже майнинг в игру впихнули.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
Welcome sight indeed.
Это наш лифт? Нет. Я зря спрыгнул? Нет, все правильно. Блять. Он наверх едет или вниз? Я не уверен, что это наш лифт. Ща, надо перепроверить. Я нихуя не бодрый. Вообще стрим не собирался начинать, потому что меня уже рубило нахуй. То я заправился сэндвичем. И вперед, хули. Что делать? Иначе долго так не стримлить буду.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
А что произошло?
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
А вот не знаю, что же я передумал, что же меня заставило. Откуда здесь шары? Они разве были здесь? Ебучие шары. Я уже говорил, да, что единственная причина их лопать это, блять, зачищать ландшафт, чтобы не портили виды.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to
Мельница в лоу
search.
FPS.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Сэндвич назад лезет.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. berated me for trusting a witch when I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Gog, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Да ладно, там всего лишь еще одна комната с испытаниями и потом омут этот с воспоминаниями в конце. Ничего особенного. Видели уже, знаем. Че он там такого может откопать еще? Ничего.
I hope Professor Fitz...
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spin Witches as soon as you can.
А где... А где шары? Которые я только что лопал, но не долопал. Я поехавший, они в другой стране были? Нет шаров. Украли. Это пиздец. Пацаны, это пиздец. Блять, реально, что ли? Просто наебали на шары? Реально. Охуеть. Охуеть. Ладно, полетели апгрейд покупать. Да, блядь. Чё? Погоди, ничего сейчас не делай. Я ничего не делаю. Так, и... Сейчас скажет, теперь делай. Ага.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
The young today aren't willing to put in a word.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
Это новая метла какая-то?
That item is of the highest quality.
Или я в ней купил ее просто потому, что она говно? Не знаю. Коричневые кожаные перчатки необычные. Не знаю, есть смысл с ними носиться? Нету. Наплевать. Проще продать, я новые потом найду. Даже, наверное, с этим вот легендарочкой можно сохранить. Блять, шарф. Все равно не хватает денег.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Куда я свои деньги все проебал? А, я купил кучу рецептов. Да, которые, большинство из которых я использовать никогда не буду. Просто для коллекции, видимо.
What are we looking for today?
А знаете что? Нахуй не нужны. Правда, там мог быть новый
You'll
внешний
be
вид
thrilled with that
теоретически.
broom, I promise you. Thanks for stopping by. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details?
you know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
Perhaps I could test out my new upgrade on the way.
А куда дальше? Что у нас там по квестам, по заданиям? Бла-бла-бла-бла-бла. Вызов браконьеров на дом. Расчешите и покормите потомство Фестрала. Это в комнате. В комнату нам пока не надо. Я только что продал неидентифицированные предметы. Как появятся новые, туда сходим. И заодно сделаем. Это где находится на карте? Ебать. Ладно. Это раньшир, это что такое? Это типа рядом с... Да. Рядом с платформой. Это у Хогвартса. Значит... Можно, короче, вот так сделать. Я думаю, так и поступим. Но сначала... Вот сюда. Там какой-то сайд-квест.
Does it get any more cozy than
О,
Hogsmeade?
елочка.
Here you are, a true patron of the arts. Thank you. Enjoy the show.
Да, 33 не особо хотел бы я прыгать с парашютом. Блять, здесь нельзя использовать метлу. Что-то у меня в этом действии ничего 33 не притягивает. Наверное, отказываться бы тоже не стал. В случае чего.
Pardon me? Might I ask a favor of you?
Hello, is there something I can help you with?
How do you do? I'm Satirist at Hogwarts, and I have an exciting business proposition for you. Now, it may surprise you to learn that someone of my obvious esteemed lineage would be in business. But I only want to help the less fortunate.
Mm-hmm.
How magnanimous.
Oh, there's more. You see, I've been experimenting with a new beauty cream. A cream that will rid our glorious school of the hideous, greasy pustules plaguing our poor pubescent classmates. But I've run out of the key ingredient, Booba-Tuba pus. Booba-Tubas do grow in the Forbidden Forest, however. If only I could pay someone to collect a few for me.
What precisely are Booba-Tubas?
Disgusting things, really, covered in protrusions. One needs to squeeze them to collect the pus. They smell simply awful and seem to move on their own. Ugh, I wouldn't go near the things if it weren't for my devotion to my classmates.
I can try and find some for you if I have the time.
Буба.
Marvellous. I'd go myself, but I don't want to. I only need a few Booba-Tubas, but they grow wild, so you'll have to look around. Our spotty classmates are counting on you, so you mustn't tarry.
Здесь все еще нельзя летать.
Into the Forbidden Forest.
На следующий день еще 2 пиццы, потом еще 2 пиццы. Смотри, на кривую дорожку
This must be
становишься.
Ironshire. I'd best keep an eye out for spiders.
А я
Wonder who
дурак.
lives here.
Надо задание трекать.
They're even more aggressive than I'd expected.
Accio! Incendio! Tego! Expelliarmundo!
Блять!
Bombarda! Accio! Incendio! Sendo! Tego! Stupefy! Incendio! Repulsion! Stupefy! Bombarda! Stupefy!
Ну куда ты там за стену спрятался?
Incendio! Sendo!
Release the pickle spring. I believe I can take away without throwing my
Accio!
and we will revive it.
Блять.
Bombarda!
Surely that's the last of them.
А что там за письмо было? Наверное, что-то важное. Потом посмотрю.
Luma. Oh no, this must be Mary.
Где?
Poor woman.
А,
Incendio!
паучий яд на месте, как и договаривались. Теперь ваша очередь. Скоро у меня на подвале вылупятся новые паучата, и я могу доставить еще партию яда, как только вы заплатите за эту, разумеется. За эту партию.
If If Mary was breeding these things in her cellar, that means there are more underground. I'll need to destroy every last spider in that cellar if this is to end.
А где вход в подвал? Явно не здесь. Все равно мне эту рекомендацию дают, типа,
This is where
блядь.
Mary bred the spiders.
А вы знали, что можно, оказывается, использовать экипировку лучшего качества? И еще можно ее улучшать. А то я смотрю, вы помираете часто. Ну, это правда.
Well, this isn't a good sign. These spiders have gone somewhere. A ladder. I'm not sure I want to know where this leads. Best be ready for whatever I may find down there.
Пауки. Ахаха, наконец-то.
Exacts. I need to find and destroy all of these before the situation gets even worse.
Где? Блять.
That's one set
Ух.
destroyed. I should get
Блядь.
the rest.
Хватит! Сука! Что ты творишь-то? Это я зря, конечно. Ай! Блять, это не то.
Not my fault you're a deadly great spider.
Так, уничтожить все мешки. Ой,
These eggs must be destroyed.
они лопнули. Так я же это и объяснял тем, что я лучше сдохну, чем буду просто хоботить хилки, чтобы не сдохнуть. Риван, в этом моя логика, рационализация того, что я не хочу их качать. Да я знаю, что я открыл. Я запомнил. Эх. Ты про эту же, да?
I hate to think that they see me, but I don't see them.
А не про какую-нибудь, которую я не заметил.
Can't let you harm Aaron Shear any more than you already have.
Блядь, ну почему я перекатываюсь все время?
Half finished. But I need to destroy all of the exacts. Confringo! Bombarda! Confringo!
Лоскутная шляпа колдуна. голубенькая.
Incendio.
Через час кино успеешь. Да нихуя не через час, что ты пиздишь?
Revelio.
Все время меня нагибать 33-й пытается вообще. Совести нет.
Shame you're so foul.
Синие кожаные перчатки. О. Нормально.
Revelio.
Так, это... Это мне как туда попасть?
Bombarda. Confringo. Incendio.
Ой, не то кнопка.
Accio. Glacier. Sendo. Alto. Incendio.
Блять!
Tego. Stupefy. Sendo. Bombarda. Accio. Incendio. Sendo.
Смотрю ли я каких-то ютуберов? Нет.
Bombarda.
А ты смотришь каких-нибудь ютуберов в
That's the
33?
last of the spider sacks.
Наконец-то я нашла место, где можно разводить пауков, и все это время оно было прямо у меня под носом, в буквальном смысле. Почему идея с подвалом не пришла мне в голову раньше? Странно, что вообще никто до этого не додумался. Мои паучки скоро вырастут совсем большими и будут давать столько шелка, что мне больше никогда не придется экономить на платьях. Моим лишением наступит конец. Разве это не чудесно?
I suppose I know what happened to Mary Portman now. She was breeding the spiders.
Здрасте.
I hope that's the last spider. Accio. Incendio. Glacier. Sendo.
Блять! Ой.
Arrest the momentum. Bombarda. Glacier. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Sendo.
Ах ты!
Tego. Sendo. Bombarda.
Нормально.
There's a victory that came none too soon.
Даже челлендж случайно выполнил. Кеков. Ослабленный черно-белый шар в тонкую полоску.
No, wait. That's the last one.
Да ёб твою
She's
мать.
angry.
Чё-то развалил кабины, походу.
I'll be having nightmares for the rest of my life after that.
Я в кнопках все равно путаюсь, но я обнаруживаю, что иногда лучше нажать на кнопку, даже если ты не уверен, что это та кнопка, на которую ты хочешь нажать. Ну, то есть, просто ты быстрее нажмешь и продолжишь камбуху быстрее, что-то сделаешь, чем лучше, чем ничего. Вот. Все равно эффектненько выглядит. Это мне назад просто идти? Видимо, да. Не лупить культей по клаве. То есть, как бы, у меня проблема в том, что у меня нет полной мышечной памяти на все спылы, которые у меня вот расположены. И на переключатели, на кнопки переключателей хотбаров тоже. Но есть какая-то. И поэтому, как бы, есть какая-то пауза между тем, когда я захочу нажать на какой-то спелл, и тем моментом, когда я вспомню, где он находится, несмотря на хотбар, и нажму кнопку. И поэтому часто бывает так, что я хочу уже какой-то спелл нажать, но я еще не вспомнил, где его нажимать, то есть сначала на какой хотбар, а потом на какой спелл. И иногда просто, ну, то есть, ну, какая-то мышечная память есть, и поэтому вместо того, чтобы дожидаться, когда я вспомню, что конкретно я должен нажать, я нажимаю просто первое, что приходит пальцем в голову. Да хуй с ним, с сундуком, там шмотки очередные. Или нет? Вряд ли, что там какой-то полезный сундук. Да вряд ли, да. Блять, это в Хоксмит возвращаться. А потом к нему вернемся. Нет, 33 не было. Это где? Но фишка в том просто, что со временем, чем больше часов ты наиграешь, тем быстрее эти твои, ну, больше мышечная память выработается, и это время станет меньше, и ты в итоге будешь нажимать уже на то, что тебе нужно. 99% случаев. Задание. Ну, читерящие компы, это, да, в файтингах есть такое.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
Вспомните хотя бы Шаукана в 9-м, по-моему, Mortal Kombat. Пошел он нахуй. Нахуй пошел.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures.
One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Ну, не то, что горит, просто после того стрима, короче, через какое-то время я просто забыл об нем совершенно. И как-то что-то мне о нем напомнило потом. Я подумал, да ладно, не может он таким ебанутым быть. Типа, наверное, я просто тогда хуже играл, чем сейчас. Хотя в Mortal Kombat конкретно я не играю никогда, но не суть. Файтинги в целом. И загуглил потом, или случайно наткнулся на Ютубе, тоже как чувак проходит его. Посмотрел на этот... я не знаю даже, как это назвать. Ужас. Короче, это пиздец. Это реально пиздец, как он ебашит.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us. Who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Ну, надо сказать, Генри, что 2 часа потного трайнга — это ничто вообще. Бывало и больше. Ну, и на самом деле, конечно, нужно еще разделять этот потный трайнг. Он у тебя на протяжении одной сессии происходит или разделен на несколько дней. Потому что если он разделен на несколько дней, то общее количество попыток будет меньше. Это 100%. Гарантированно.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Very well. I'll speak with them. See what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them.
Нет, 33. Я не слышал, что она сказала об этой игре. Я не в курсе и вообще за этим не особо слежу, то есть не слежу совсем. Наверное, она сказала: круто, заебись. Хорошо сделали, молодцы. Куда этот опять маркер показывает?
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow, as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
Now to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Ой, что это такое? Замочек. А что это у нас внутри?
Revelio.
Это же его дом, да? Ну, он рядом с ним стоит. Я думаю, логично предположить. Ой, да ладно. В таком, ну если там проведен интернет и установлен современный санузел, то да, наверное. Потому что выглядит прикольно. А камин тут есть? А, есть, все, хорошо тогда. Тогда да. Что-то одно? Я не могу выбрать что-то одно, ты что, охуел? Я не буду срать в дырку. В смысле под боком нет? Тут и пятерочка, и магнит, что угодно. И метлы продают.
Alohomora.
И вообще доставку можно заказать.
Revelio.
Тут, правда, наверное... Тут вон стены более отделаны, хотя и обваливаются. А там они были совсем без отделки. И тут 3 этажа. Нет, этот покруче будет. и пианино, которую почему-то нельзя активировать, а другие можно. А, Генри, в еду, например. Почему бы нет? Да, блядь!
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I would like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note that might help me to identify it should I come across it?
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where were we?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Сюда, правильно?
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly.
But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give. And my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know
Так это
what
ж
to do.
19 век,
I
что ты
shall do
хочешь?
all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Ну, если 33, оно действительно роскошное, то, конечно, поезд. Это всего лишь сутки. Я не раз ездил сутки в этом, как это называется уже, блядь, плацкарте. И ничего. Несложно. Так что, ну, такой себе выбор, не выбор. Миссис Ботвинс, мы надеемся, что вы пересмотрите свое решение касательно материальной помощи. Вам дали достаточно времени, но наше терпение не безгранично. Ваш муж наверняка хочет, чтобы вы поняли всю ценность нашего сотрудничества. Готовы ли вы ответить до конца недели? Этот разговор должен стать... Ага.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
If something threatens you,
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Natty must be around here somewhere.
Ну-ка. Блядь. Не поймать то же самое состояние. Неважно. Чё ты не прыгаешь? Блядь.
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
А чё я не могу сундук открыть? Опять игра сломалась.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Хе-хе-хе.
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her.
Опять в подвал.
Footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. The hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Ух ты. А, это дверь всего лишь. Нет, там ковер. Ну, это не ковер-то. Занавесочка. Похоже похоже на ковер.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Not gonna work. Using that girl as bait. No one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. No. Student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
I robbed every traveling vendor that's passed through here. They never see it coming. Everyone in Upper Hogsmeade.
Hey. I take what I want.
I've raided Rockborough more times than I can count. They're incapable of defending themselves.
Fires best left alone in a breeze. Don't need no hand stoking it.
Let's finish this job and be done with it. Wasting time with this.
Was it upper or lower Hogsfield that you raided last week?
Tell us.
Разрушенная лестница.
Girl's been nothing but trouble. About time we locked her up.
Тупо стелси.
I hope Rookwood knows what
Для
to do.
разнообразия.
It's about time Rookwood took control. He doesn't need Ranrock.
Tell us.
I used to be stationed near Irondale.
Так, ну, там можно проползти
Pull
внизу.
yourself together. Can't be going about like this. Our enemies? Be on the lookout for the girl's friend. If they're daft enough to try to come through here.
Так.
I don't want to work with goblins. Not now, not ever. Rookwood's gone mad.
Oh, you're wasting your time with her, my friend. I've seen her show more affection to a whore club.
Hogsmeade later. Stir up some trouble. They need to be reminded that we're still running.
Это путь назад. А?
Rookwood will lead us to victory. You mark my words. Oh, I fancy it's time we found a new unsuspecting trader around these parts, don't you?
Эй, это что было?
Rookwood.
Это же... Это же дырка! Ай-яй-яй. Слыхал, что случилось с Долькой? Это... Нет, не слыхал. Что случилось? Зря я спросил, да?
When you have a cloak like that, you can blame a girl for swooning.
Hey!
I don't trust Ranrock, I'll tell you that. He'll turn on us first chance he gets.
The Hamlets don't stand a chance against us.
How did I get mixed up in this? Doing Rookwood? I've never seen such fear in your eyes. I should...
My loyalty's to Rookwood.
Students these days, so full of
Криси.
themselves. Suppose that's what we're counting on, isn't it?
Feldcroft was extraordinarily dull. Does no one?
The fog blighted us a bit, I'll agree. Nonetheless,
Дорогой Отто, я перечитал твое послание Последнее письмо. Бесчисленное количество раз и буду перечислить на бла-бла-бла.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Brock Burrow's always a treasure trove. Never failed to fill the sacks. That's me, of course.
На самом деле, я не знаю, блядь, 33 в своем репертуаре.
I could use a fire whiskey right now.
We may be working with the goblins for now, but soon they'll be answering to us.
Да уж, 33.
I shall be shining in Rookwood's eyes when he sees what I'm capable of.
I've robbed every traveling vendor that's passed through here. They never see it coming.
You do talk an awful lot about weather. Did you know that? Sometimes I wonder if you're actually content to be a wizard, or if you're secretly harboring a desire.
I've had enough of Feldcroft. Hope I never have to see it again.
It's about time Rookwood took control. He doesn't need Ranrock.
Keep on your toes. Stay alert.
А удалил-то зачем? Мог бы переводчиком читать.
Rookwood will lead us to victory. You mark my words.
I've raided Brockborough more times than I can count. They're incapable of defending themselves.
I used to be stationed near Irondale with Selwyn.
Let's finish this job and be done with it. Waste of time, this is. What are we even doing here? We ought to be at the...
Oh, I fancy it's time we found a new unsuspecting trader around these parts, don't you?
I know I'm not hearing things.
What does that tell us?
The Hamlets don't stand a chance against us.
What?
It's exhausting. Standing here all day waiting to do Rookwood's
Ну,
work for us.
зато теперь понятно. Все мы учимся постоянно. Это нормально. Блять.
Natty must be here somewhere.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Look for Mr. Rain. Over here. I need your help.
Ху.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right.
Так там же за несколько дней до начала войны, и
These dogs
типа
are
это...
cursed. And there's an anti-apparition jinx.
Постоянно все говорили, да не будет,
Natty's skill with wand magic
хуюдит,
can't
вот
free
это
us.
все. Кто-то
I
говорил, что
need you to find my
будет.
wand.
Use mine.
То есть
We'll
движ
find
уже
it
шел,
together
как
once
бы.
you're out of there.
Поэтому
I need
ничего
my wand for
удивительного.
this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Что было?
Your friend Natty
Ну,
was
как
not able to
минимум,
summon
войска
my wand.
собирали на
It must be
границе.
blocked by something.
Возможно, еще какие инфоповоды были. Я не помню уже. Да пусть найдут сначала 33. Хе-хе-хе. Хо-хо-хо. Сейчас так оп. Запрос на Twitch, а Twitch такой, ну ладно. И выдают айпишник. Так, что меня попросили? А, там еще книгу стихов, кстати, найти надо было.
Revelio.
No one else.
Да, может разъебать их все-таки? Или, наверное, нет?
Feldcroft was extraordinarily dull. Does no one put up a good fight anymore?
I don't trust Ranrock, I'll tell you that.
Something's not right.
I'm going straight to the Hog's Head. Or perhaps I'll just go now. I've had enough of Feldcroft. Hope I never have to see it again.
If people don't want me to steal their valuables, they better get a really good look. If it's that cat again, I'll...
The girl's friend won't come looking for her. Too dangerous. We're wasting our time.
Oh, Mr. Tellus.
А?
Expulso! Might want to look.
Reductor!
Петушок. Ну что, деремся.
Thought you could hide from me, did you? Expulso! Now you've got a drink.
Incendio! Bombarda! Incendio!
What are your thoughts on electricity? Stop that right now. Howard? I conduct you, aren't we? Expulso!
I'm just warming up.
This is your first flash.
Так,
Revelio.
где палочка теперь? Что за звуки? Ты мил мне, словно Авгурей, чья песнь предвестница дождя. Тульче белый фиг.
Book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Так, палочка должна быть где-то здесь. То есть я дрался зря. Ну как, не зря? Чё это? Паучок?
Strabe's wand could be in there. Revelio.
Где, здесь? Или где? Я не знаю, Ревелио нихуя не показывает. Может, она в камине уже? Сейчас поищем. Так, сейчас. Я слышу звук.
Revelio.
А я кастовал Ревелио, я ничего не вижу. Наверху. Когда вот сейчас. Где этот звук был? О!
Alohomora. Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
К сожалению, от 33 не смогу ответить, потому что я не разбираюсь и как бы не имею такой привычки выделять кого-то. Как любимую актрису или любимого актера.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Не, возможно, могут быть нелюбимые актеры,
But be careful. Thank you, my
на
young
которых
friend.
смотришь и хочется, чтобы они исчезли с экрана к хуям, потому что они там хуёво просто выглядят. Не нравится. Но я сходу тоже не схожу, потому что я имен не помню.
Lumos.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife, Miss Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Может, один хотя бы желтый квест сделаем сегодня. Отслеживание. В данный момент отслеживание... Да ёб твою мать. Поговорите с портретом профессора Ньюфиджель, который находится в зале картографии. Ты вообще читаешь чат? И да, и нет. Я увидел предложение об игре, но я был немножко занят. Как, блядь, попасть? А, точно. Сейчас. Ты предложил игру. Но вот Бензин прав, что в нее как-то сложно играть. Типа... читать почту. Там что-то новое? Только сможете приехать в коридор 8-го этажа, я придумал, как помочь вам сосредоточиться на учебе вдали от... А, подожди, это было, это старое. Полагаю, это ваша заслуга. Угу. Пошел нахер. Ну смотри, 33, сейчас попробуем. Короче, белый. Светлые или рыжие волосы? Рыжие волосы. А, подожди, а как мы играть будем? Я просто буду перечислять, пока не это самое? Или смотри, я даю один признак, ты, короче... А, подожди, есть же нормальные правила для этого. Ты сначала спрашиваешь, например, белый ли? Я говорю, да, нет. И так продолжаем. Ты предлагаешь признак, я говорю, да, нет. Пока ты не угадаешь. Давай, вперед, погнали. Да, да, 33. Ну, дальше. Следующее. Можно назвать слово целиком, конечно.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Нет, 33.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at
Кто,
Rookwood
Генри?
Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose.
Вам нужно сузить
Have a look at the map.
область поиска.
Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait
нет.
hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about
Насколько
you.
мне известно,
Wait,
нет.
is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly
Я насчет рыжих не
unconcerned with
уверен.
anything but himself.
Может быть, просто
You'll
светлые,
need to
такие
access the office
желтоватые.
while
А
he's
может и
away.
рыжий.
I
По-моему, рыжий.
understand.
Рыжий
Very
же.
well. We'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet
Давай,
you in my
33,
portrait
играй,
there.
раз
Until then.
подписался. Любой просто признак, там, вес, ну, типа, толстый, не толстый. Там, играл ли он в таком-то фильме? Нет, Генри. Нет, 33. Я прогибал весь диалог из-за вас. Но это не страшно. Актеров жирных, как Фрейзер? Ну, именно в фильме. Сколько их? Нет, Генри. Ну, ты перебираешь просто. Так же неинтересно. Сейчас уже нет. Аками. Наверное. Ну, смотря что считать молодым. То есть, ну, не старый. Я бы сказал, не старик, наверное. Хотя я уже могу отставать от последних данных. Нет, не 33, не русский. Не лысый. Но и не с полной шевелюрой. Где квест? А, это внизу где-то. Да в смысле, ты спроси подсказку. Ты любую подсказку можешь спросить.
Pardon me. Is everything all right?
No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who
Нет,
spoiled
33.
things? Also, what bells?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So, I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and Evie. Anyway, it was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck, unable to tell which bell goes where.
Perhaps I could help put the bells back up.
Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. The bells are in the bell tower just above the music room. You're certainly of more help than Adelaide.
Нет, 33. Но это была бы хорошая загадка.
Oh, you're a credit to the school. I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait for the headmaster to hear them. I wish I could see his face. Future generations may not truly appreciate what you've done, but I do. And I hope that you do as well. You don't know how much this means for me and for Hogwarts.
Мне кажется, я даже ничего сложного не загадал, на самом деле. У вас не должно быть с этим никаких проблем. Ой.
Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite
Так
orders from Ranrock.
сам предложи фильм, я скажу да, нет.
She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak
Нет,
to me?
33.
I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait.
Нет,
Doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Вы еще не можете спрашивать, например, не конкретный фильм, а жанр, например. Нет, 33. Все, блять, вам подсказывать надо.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind.
Название не скажу.
Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black.
Насчет сериала я на 100% не уверен, но, по-моему, все-таки да.
To find the headmaster's house elf.
Нет, 33. Генри, на твой вопрос ответ. Вопрос хороший. Я скажу так, что не уверен, мог играть. Потому что я на 100% да или нет сказать тут не могу, просто потому что не знаю. Я директор. Да пошел я нахуй. Блять.
Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only...
Да, знаю 33.
You'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
When I witnessed what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better.
Ты тупо проигнорирован.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Something is very wrong with Professor Black.
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season.
Нет,
It would be
33.
better than none at all.
But the injury,
Бля, может мне не отвечать на прямые
Professor, more than one
переборы?
student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch.
А, подожди, тогда нельзя будет вообще выиграть.
And they're fine now.
Хуйня
The fact that
получится.
it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kagawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Desperately need to improve my charms marks this year. No, it's the headmaster and he's coming this way.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor.
Нет,
This
33,
is an
есть ноги.
interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the ministry.
33. Ну и вопросики у тебя, скорее всего, нет. Бля, я не могу ревелио кастовать.
Professor, I need to speak to you.
Да сколько можно?
Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided
Насчет
to give
малины
him a
я
bit
тем
more,
более не знаю.
Leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything
Ну,
you
не
hear,
я
Professor.
выбрал категорию актеров, извините.
I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand that.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Я полагаю, что прямой 33. Причин думать иначе не было, вроде.
Scrope's as hard a worker as any house elf.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
And now I'm telling you that you can tell me.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs
Нет,
forgiveness.
Генрich.
It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
Блять, я ебу. Нет, 33 не играл.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course.
Нет, Генри.
I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The Polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Нет, 33. Нет, Генри.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Так, а как попасть-то туда, я уже забыл. Ой, лучше задание сначала. Ай. А чего не отображается? Я должен сам туда дойти? Пешком? Ей, 33 угадал. Наконец-то. За это ты получаешь 1 бакс виртуальный. В смысле? На выбор игры мы не договаривались. Или я просто пропустил, и кто-то написал это в чате, и это теперь контракт. Не, ну можно? На 1 стрим, да. На 1 стрим. На такое я могу согласиться. Призм... Так и быть, будет реквест на 1 стрим.
Toujours pure. Revelio.
Охраняет закладной гагулья, хотя трудно себе представить хоть кого-нибудь, кто решился бы навестить нынешнего хозяина этого кабинета.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Нет, 33, нельзя мод на Legends зарегистрировать. Зареквестировать.
That must be the pedestal. Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Так, это типа только стелс? Выходит. Это шейдерами, не беспокойся, все нормально. Просто шейдера. А, я не могу даже кликать.
I
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
Но стелс ненадолго.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. I need to time this just right. I see. A staircase straight ahead. How could this happen? A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
Смертоносная дворняга. А в чем разница?
They're gone. For now.
I can't stand this much longer. I need to get out of here.
Резиновый отвар.
Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go. But I need to find a way past them.
А кто? Ай, блять. Ладно, придется так.
Nothing this way but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose. Now's my chance.
Давай, двигайся. Оп. Таинственная мантия.
Can this be? I think I'm invisible. They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now, where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
I've never felt such power.
Тема из пылы.
Descender! Defender! Bombard!
Оу. Блин, неудобно же, когда можно и переназначить нельзя, бля. Все вообще не там, где оно должно быть. Поехали. Сорян. Ай. Ну-ка, ударь меня еще разок. Ой, блядь. Это нельзя заблокировать. Давай еще раз. Блядь, ну еще раз. Оп. А. Я пытаюсь идеальный блок сделать. Чего же они такие медленные, ну? Бля, меня убили. Заспидранить? Ну ладно, 33 ради тебя. А Генри сказал, что красиво. Черт. Понятно. Да чтоб вас! Я пытаюсь заставить себя не перекатываться, короче. И ловлю все лицом теперь. Что сказать? Молодец. Сран 33. Спидран не удался. А черт! Полный трэш. Ой, это еще один остался. Вот не знаю, Генри, я наоборот недолюбливаю, на самом деле. Ну не то, что недолюбливаю. Ближе к нейтральному все-таки. Вот небо красиво, потому что оно действительно нарисовано. А шейдера, ну это такая, знаешь, аппроксимация не самая, на мой взгляд, удачная. Местами получше выглядит, местами похуже. Ну что, это босс? Надо редбульчику ёбнуть. Последние капли. Просто это жесть какая-то. Тупо не могу нажимать на кнопки. Хуя. Кендри программировал шейдеры? Это что-то новенькое. У меня все получится. Вперед! Что? Я же нажал! Я же нажал! Ой!
Defender! Stupefy! Bombard! Cinder! Bombard! Defender!
Ах ты. Вот это вот, блядь, просто... Прям горит. Типа ты после блока там, если пытаешься остолбенеть противником, то ты в этот момент уязвим. Из пылов большинство отобрали еще, пипец. То есть, как бы, на самом деле, самое оптимальное получается, как бы, уворачиваться. Ну это босс 33, что ты хотел? Блять, мне эта хуйня экран закрыла. Не в того. А! Рано. Блять. Вот этот... Что за бомба-комбо? Охуеть. Охуеть. Еще я все это время сижу и придрачиваюсь к неправильным кнопкам. Кайф. А можно скипнуть? Ага. Да я же нажимал уже. Идите в жопу. Нечестно все. О, он умер. Но я не хочу скипать файт, бензин. На чем ты? Окей. Эх, блять. Ну что, как обычно, немножко упорства проявим, и все нормально будет. Не знаю, может, не мелких зачищать. Я не уверен просто, что они не спаунятся постоянно. Это что было? Я заметил, что моим пальцем интуитивнее не на 4 нажимать, а на R почему-то. Как будто обилки у меня на R, а не на 4. Эх. Ведь это не так в этой игре. Тихо. Блять. Он застрял. А где второй? Он умер? Когда он успел умереть, интересно. Я, правда, на ХП не смотрю, видимо, должен был. Это тот момент, когда он застрял между другими мобами и, короче, не мог пройти, и у меня постоянно подсвечивалась над головой красная хуйня. Это было страшно. Я там очень еще хорошо встал, что собака аж 2 раза от бомбарды отлетала, и мне не приходилось беспокоиться за ее атаки. Это кайф.
Simple stone. This must be for me.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
She's gone. Neve.
Oh, poor Neve. Gone so.
Let us always honor her memory.
May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands,
saw what I did for my father. O'Neill, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain. What are you doing? Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Я заспидранил. Мы наконец-то снова в цвете.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young. I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizard kind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora
Да вы же портреты, вы даже не люди.
to gain power?
She was, and she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragbor.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you probably guessed by now, your polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Так, и что теперь? Неожиданная встреча. Ну, вообще надо заканчивать, я думаю. Закругляться, заквадративаться. А что так тихо? Ага. 33. Ты опять врешь про кинцо? Сколько там времени? 10:43. Врешь про кинцо опять. Но тем не менее, на самом деле, следующий квест может затянуться. Поэтому я думаю, есть смысл все-таки закруглиться. Да, вообще на самом деле перебиндить спылы на Q и R и F было бы годно, но тогда у меня все другие функциональные кнопки перейдут на 1, 2, 3, 4. А это полный бред. Типа нажимать на 1, чтобы заблокировать, я к этому не готов. Ну, кстати, не. Так на контроле уже перекат. Перекат можно на пробел. Или Q оставить как есть? Блин, ну какое-то, понимаете, месиво просто получается. Мне нужно просто потренироваться на арене будет, и все. Потому что рано или поздно привыкну окончательно, если просто буду дрочить текущие кнопки. Вот. Ну ладно. Давайте сохранимся. Схоронить. Всего 2 часа поиграли, по сути. Ну, ничего страшного. Хоть сколько-нибудь. Всем, кто собирается спать, спокойной ночи. И до следующего стрима. Оба.